Hey there, guys, it's Elise here. It is Hump Day Wednesday. It is totally blah outside, and it is wine. And when I say wine, I mean WHINE Wednesday, too. I am feeling very rebellious today, and so I just decided to do this impromptu video to all of you because my YouTube channel is still not quite where it's supposed to be, and I wanted to share with you my thoughts. Hopefully, you'll find it entertaining. I just need to get it out of my system. And I just felt like it was necessary. So, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you might have seen the post I posted this morning about maturity and about just not reacting and letting people just do the dumb shit that they want to do. It's like watching a train wreck, isn't it? Like, truly. Sometimes you just got to let them do it. And it's sad because it's just like, this is embarrassing. Why are they doing this to themselves? And oftentimes, we're not perfect. We're human. We're going to make mistakes. But some people just keep repeating the same ones over and over again. It is a hard lesson to learn. And so I was just kind of like, screw it. I mean, you have the best intentions of trying to guide or help or inspire or motivate, whatever it is that you need to do. And then you just get certain people that just don't get the message. They don't understand that you're not trying to tell them what to do. They don't understand that you're not trying to be right. That truly you're just trying to help. Make it easier for them. But damned if they do and damned if they don't. And that is truly a lesson to be learned because we are constantly perpetuating vicious cycles every day. And we all do it. We all do it. We have some that repeat social ones or work ones or parenting ones or whatever it is. But it's just inevitable. It's going to happen. So you take a breath, breathe it out, have your wine, and just know it's not just you. As much as I may come across as I have it all together, I hope you guys know I subscribe to fake it till you make it. And when I say that, I'm not saying to be insincere. I'm not saying to be disingenuous. I'm not saying to be fake or a poser or try to be somebody that you're not. I'm saying you gotta put on your best face and do what you gotta do to get through to the next day. That's all you can do, right? I mean, really? That's all you can do. You can't control others. Like when I'm driving on the road, I'm a pretty good driver. I think I'm a pretty good driver. I'm sure my husband would say, not really, whatever. But I consider myself a good driver. And my biggest gripe is I can't control the other drivers in the road. You just can't. And that's what's really freaky to me. Because you're driving along, minding your own business, watching the road as you're driving, and then you just get this random person that just pulls out of nowhere. Not even in your blind spot. He's just like, he was in the ramp, getting off the ramp to go onto the highway, and he decides to across 3 lanes. Or, you know what I'm talking about. Or you get the ones that's like grandma driving 35 in the passing lane, can't get around her because the people on the right lane are like so many cars, so you can't get ahead, you can't go on the shoulder. It's like you can't win. So it's like you can't control other people. And I've always said too, oftentimes my husband will say, oh, why did they do that? Or how come this is this way and that's not the way it's supposed to be? And I'm like, don't hate the game, learn how to play. Because the games is the game. The basic generic parts of the game are there, but how it's played is in many different ways. There's more than one way to skin a cat. There's, Rome was not built in a day. There's no one way. Certain things, there will be a black and white situation, but the majority of things is actually very gray. And if you're one that is incapable of seeing gray, I pray for you. Because at the end of the day, you make your life harder for yourself because you're so black and white. Truly, you make your life harder for yourself. It's like learn to be adaptable, learn to be flexible. There will certainly be like non-negotiables in your life or absolutes where you can't deviate from them because they're your morals, it's your ethic compass, it's your characteristic, it's your trait. But then there are other things where it's definitely doable if you attempt X, Y, and Z. Plan A, plan B, plan Z. This is the way I subscribe to my life because if I didn't, from day one, I would have never survived. I would have never survived. And so today I was like having a major confrontation with Portia, my 4-year-old. And literally I felt like the worst mother ever. And I know we all have these moments, more frequent than not, more than we care to admit. And as much as I come across very Martha Stewart wannabe, Susie, organized, domestic goddess, whatever, there are moments where my patience is tested and tried, and I am just on the breaking point, and I swear I'm like hanging off the edge of a cliff. I'm like, what is going on? Somebody is punking me today. I give up already, and it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, literally, I don't understand. And what made it even worse was last night it didn't end well either. So I had to like have a moment and take a breath, and I just literally handed her off to Greg, and I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not dealing with this right now because I deal with it most of the time, and I'm just taking a break. I'm taking a pass. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, I use my get out of jail card right now. And then this morning, it literally was like, what is going on in the water? What is this chick eating or not eating? Like, what is she doing? And they always say, how you speak to your children become their inner voice. And that's hard because there are moments where I'm like, oh my God, I'm speaking 3 different languages. I have 8 arms, 3 heads. I'm about to explode. There is not enough liquor in the house, which makes me ossified alcoholic, I feel like sometimes. And I don't want to use that term loosely because I understand that it's like a disease and a condition. And I'm exaggerating when I say it, but then it gets to that point where you're just like, what the hell is going on? Right? Like, you moms, and even in life in general, forget the 4-year-old toddler. You got to deal with your dipshit boss or your lazy coworker or whoever it is in your path. You're like, what? Right? Like, you can't. You're like, I can't do it. I'm not doing it. I'm taking a break. Check you out. Peace out. I'll see you later. So I was definitely having that moment. So literally, I dropped Portia off to daycare like probably 15 minutes earlier than I normally do because I just needed the peace. And I came back and I had to take a breath. I had to have my coffee. I had to calm myself down. And then I decided to color my hair. It's feeling like I needed it. And usually when I have those moments where the day is already bad, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to shower. I don't want to put my face on. I don't want to do laundry. I don't want to clean. I don't want to do anything. I literally want to sulk. But let's be real. Can't do that. I mean, that's not what it is. You got to be a grown up, right? I got to man up. Put my big girl pants on. So I put my face on after I did, colored my hair, showered, the whole 9. And I said, you know what? I'm going to share this experience with you all today. Because I'm sure somebody somewhere out of my friends and out of my subscribers is having this moment, and you're just like, yes. Especially since yesterday, the premiere, like the trailer for Bad Moms was posted all over Facebook. I'm like, that movie is not coming out soon enough. Because it is exhausting. And I say moms, but at the end of the day, life in general for every human being is exhausting. And this is coming from a person that tries to keep a positive perspective and tries to see the silver lining in every cloud, tries to be thankful for all the many blessings. Like, you try to do this because you got to have gratitude to be able to have purpose, right? But sometimes it's like when it rains, it pours, And it's like a snowball effect, and it's like one thing to the next thing to the next thing, and you're like, OMG. So I was like, you know what? I'm sharing this. I'm sharing this moment with you so you know I'm right there. I'm right there with you. And I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you do. Please know somebody is struggling like you. Some people are worse, and I pray for them every day as I empathize and I continue to be inspired by them. And for those that have it a little bit easier, I'm a little envious, but then I'm a little concerned because if you always have it easy, you're not being tested or challenged enough. And I want you to go outside your comfort zone and push yourself to do new things. But I really was having a meltdown of epic proportions this morning, and I'm coming back to zero. I'm coming back to neutral. And I just really hope you know that it's okay. So later today, I will be toasting wine to y'all because it is Whine Day Wednesday. I've already wined to you and with you this morning. And we're just going to keep on keeping it on. All right? I hope you have the best day and take care.